The most anticipated show on Monday. Oh, wait 1 second. I got to get rid of something. Had these burning for a couple seconds. Got to hide the evidence. Speaking of hiding the evidence, just released that the shooter in New York of the CEO that Mark is, I think Mark contributed to the whereabouts of this human being, but he's Italian.
No, I would never snitch him out.
He's Italian. He looks exactly like a hybrid between Bryce and Top Kaika, Aaron Waters show, and the guy lives in Hawaii. Your absence over the last 2 weeks has been explained.
Yeah. I texted Kaika. He's like, this guy definitely pulled chicks at Penn. Was not the first puss he slayed.
Bryce, what were you doing in that McDonald's?
Why do you need an ID in McDonald's?
Dude,
that's
because the cop confronted him in the McDonald's, not because they asked him for an ID when he ordered a fucking grill.
Dude, they need like McDonald's grill and chills, like they have Taco Bell ones where you can get booze.
I will say that Bryce got irrationally angry when they didn't give him his McChicken Big Mac instead of the. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And what day was that, Mark? That was the day before. I have the notes.
Yeah. Well, the entire reason I went to McDonald's was for the Big Mac McChicken because I've had it like once. I wanted it to be good luck, and the whole trip was just a disaster.
It's
not as big of a disaster here.
The other part about
Pennsylvania today.
The other part about the shooter is that his last name is Mangone. So I'm curious.
Yeah, if you remove the I, it's
this is all on RPS. This is all on RPS. Mark, it came here. It finally connected the dots.
And Mangone, I don't know what your bone to pick with the healthcare industry was, but
he was asking for healthcare last year.
That's true.
He did injure his ankle.
He injured his ankle. They probably bankrupted him. That's why he had to go move in with his parents or wherever he is.
And where did he go move to?
New Jersey.
Thank you.
Which is close to New York. In case you didn't know.
I can't believe all our insane conspiracy theories and this one actually connects.
Yeah. It's kind of like how insane Pizzagate was, and now all this shit with Diddy and Jay-Z and Epstein. It's like they were so close, but so far.
Here's what I want to say. We gave away a lot. Adam Schlecht is here. He reminded me of this. 4 people over the weekend. Well, since Thursday. One, hats, flasks from DraftKings, bottle openers. It's a new me in 2024 because those things have been shipped out. So you'll get them in the next couple of days, guys. That's one. Number 2, we're going to forget about our pick 6 from Thursday. It was really bad.
What pick 6?
That's right. We didn't do one. You're right. That's why it didn't hit. I blame Bryce. Third, the game tonight.
And here I was just thinking we were turning into like the Alex Jones Run Pure Sports Hour.
I mean, we can do that.
Hey, you would love to do that.
Mark and I had one. Mark and I put one together like off camera on Friday. Had to do with Columbus.
Me and Wiley, the dream for me and Wiley is that, okay, you know Ghost Adventures where they're like super bros and it's in Vegas and like they're all like tatted up. Anyway, so Wiley's got his ghost thing going on, and I
invited them here. I honestly invited them here.
Like a ghost finding show in Kentucky, like rural Kentucky, where we visit like decrepit old mansions looking for ghosts.
Yep. And we bring this hockey stick for protection.
Yes. I have a curling broom. I do.
Straw broom or a push broom?
Like the one that the curler uses to
like the professional one.
Yeah,
Didn't your mom
purple.
get you? Didn't your mom get you that for Christmas?
Yeah. My mom gave me that for Christmas and told me I needed to start training for the national team.
I curled for 14 years. And by the way, I think it's the only sport we can credibly work for it a year and get on the Olympic team for. That's
Well,
it.
here's the thing. So my wife being Australian, I can't imagine they have much curling in Australia or much Winter Olympic content. So I think that maybe we could convert nationalities.
Yeah.
You could. I don't think I can.
If
I
we're good
can.
enough.
There's some cross pollination with Canadian citizenship that I can get it to. So
Right. They're both Commonwealth. I've never actually been. I just have the broom.
okay. Yeah, I think they actually should open up. Adam's right. They should open up curling rinks in urban areas downtown. It's fun as hell.
It's better than axe throwing. I don't know how that
Which
caught
is
on.
the stupidest shit on earth.
The answer to this question is the thing that I want to put up there is like I have a bunch of WWE title belts, but like I have one right here. Hold on. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's kind of a condensed space. As you can see, I'm in the corner of the office, and it's but I have a Panthers light that's like a traffic light where it says "Let's go Panthers," like slowly, like lighting up each one at a time. And I think that's
Can you believe that Leggett both was the $3.1 million bettor's worst enemy and best friend in a matter of a tenth of a second? That was insane.
I thought he had it. I'm friends with so many Eagles people, and
I think he had it.
I was in shambles when that was incomplete because when he caught it, I
Scream.
I haven't screamed that loud at a television during a football game in like 10 years. And I bet on the Eagles, and I was still like going nuts.
Can you believe the emotions of this $3.1 million Kentucky bettor?
I'd imagine anybody betting $3.1 million on something is not really sweating it too hard. You know, like one of me and Bryce's friends who will remain unnamed bet $1 million on the Gatorade at the Super Bowl. And we were watching the game together at the Waste Management. And he, like, after the game was over, when they were like waiting on the ice or like the ice dunk, he was like very calm. And
Wait,
then
couldn't you rig that? Easily.
Yeah, of course. He had it. I assume he had inside information. I don't fucking know. But yeah, and I mean, eventually they finally showed Andy Reid getting dunked with the purple Gatorade, and check. Happy night.
The game tonight, we had a conspiracy theory. We won't talk about it, but it was Columbus, Terry Glenn, Columbus, wide receiver Dallas, and it worked for me. I mean, it made a lot of sense. But the game tonight, any way you slice this game. By the way, kicker captain last night.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
I
it
had
was
it one on
really
both
tight.
sides.
It was like by like 0.1. I remember. So before lock, I was talking to Bryce, and I was like, "Oh, like I have one. Like my indigenous settings have one kicker captain team. Like I'm just gonna. It leaves like 6,000 salary. I'm gonna switch it to Kelsey." And I went back and double checked to make sure I didn't fuck myself, but it wasn't
the winner.
It was Disley.
It was close.
It was Disley instead of DeAndre Hopkins.
Oof.
Yeah, I would have like been pissed.
Well, let's go through our projected score. We'll go clockwise today. So we'll start with Mark. I have this one. What do I have it? I have it close, but I have Dallas prevailing. 34-31 Dallas.
27-24 Dallas.
So by 3. Bryce?
31-28 Cincy.
So we all like over.
Yeah.
Which, shocker, we like over in a Bengals game.
In a Bengals game, which neither team can defend the run, and it's going to be Dowdle, Chase Brown smash night, in my opinion. Yours?
Chase Brown is, like, I'm seeing like a 20-something projection on him, and it's crazy to think about Chase Brown with a 20-something projection, but I think it's right.
I think Dowdle's projection's too low, honestly. He's going to get 100 yards against the Bengals. automatically at a touchdown.
Dowdle's been a good play for a while now. In terms
Yeah.
when they play a bad team and they like have success offensively, he's been a good play. Like Thanksgiving, he was a great play.
There's one thing I know about this game for sure, and it's that Tony's going to pick Hunter Lipke to score a touchdown.
I saw Hunter Lepke, and I thought you were going to say that.
I actually don't hate Hunter Lepke as like a flex today. I'm getting him a lot.
Well, I mean,
it's because you want to play all these expensive guys.
And like Zeke is down there. It's like Zeke and Hunter Lipke, like, yeah, like I'm getting like 40% Zeke and like 30% Hunter Lipke. But
Hunter Lipke's $400 and Zeke's $1,200. That's a huge difference today. And I think he's
play them both.
Just play them both. But then you get guys I typically just punt, like Charlie Jones if he's back tonight, who's a punt returner and the kickoff returner. But anything crazy can happen today. He can go for $6 at $200. Anything can. These are teams that have given up.
Yeah. Which, speaking of that, Dallas plays Carolina next week, and it is the first time that Carolina is favored in 33 weeks.
That's amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
they should have won the last 3 games, Mark.
What?
They should have won the last
against like the Chiefs, the Eagles, like in the Bucks,
and the
like
Bucks
all playoff teams.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bryce Young has played
better.
He has played better.
That's telling me that it was a mental thing. Like he was just like he had given up on himself or something. And when he came back in, Canales is a good coach. He turned Baker Mayfield around.
Yeah, he looks like C.J. Stroud did earlier last year.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about Canales and how sexy he is.
No, we're not going to talk about sexy Canales.
He is sexy.
You know who can't throw is Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts can't throw. A.J. Brown's mad about it again. And if you recall, this is exactly how the Eagles season went last year, although the team's better this year.
Correct.
But they win all these games at the beginning. A.J. Brown gets pissed. He fakes an injury during the playoffs, and they lose. He's not looking happy.
Is Bryce okay?
Yeah.
No, he's trying to defend himself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to defend myself online against people saying that I am the United Health.
You're never going to beat the allegations.
He's uploading documents to the Pennsylvania state authorities right now.
Yeah, I need this guy to get arrested.
I need this guy to get arrested.
Take my own coverage.
Also, fuck whatever old person snitched on him. Don't be a snitch. That's don't do that.
He was just enjoying a nice calm breakfast.
Luigi Mangone.
Luigi Mangone.
His name's Mango.
Top Kaika.
For now.
You sick fuck. All right. Top owned in flex right now. It's got to be Brown.
Your boy, Joe Burrow.
I think it has to be Burrow. I don't see anyone not clicking Burrow.
Joe
today.
Burrow.
114 lineups in flex right now with Joe Burrow.
It's like
24-point projection.
Why is Joe Burrow cheaper than CeeDee Lamb?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Who's not played well this year?
Do you think CeeDee Lamb is going to just not play again?
Well, he's got a lot
tackled.
He's got like 130 million reasons to not do that again.
Yeah.
So I don't.
What do you mean not play again? Career or rest of the season?
No, like this game. Like just say
last week he quit in the middle of the game or some shit.
Yeah, he got hurt, but he didn't.
He wasn't hurt.
Actually hurt.
Yeah, but this game against the Bengals, like he knows if he doesn't put up some numbers against the Bengals, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, does CeeDee Lamb suck ass now?"
I like CeeDee Lamb tonight at captain.
The issue is with Dallas is Cooper Rush throws it to 7 different guys. I mean, he gets actual targets. Turpin, Tolbert, Cooks, Lamb, Ferguson.
Hunter Lepke.
Jake Ferguson's getting a touchdown tonight. That's a stone cold lock. 551. Bump it.
I think Ferguson's the best mid-range play tonight.
Correct. Because the Bengals are terrible against tight ends. Always have been, always will be.
Ferguson's future maybe brother-in-law Carson Beck hurt his arm last weekend. They're both dating those the Miami basketball twins. And it also came out this weekend that Carson Beck had sent some compromising Snapchats of himself to different women while dating that one. That said, he got hurt when Georgia was losing. Georgia's backup came in and won. It wasn't like Beck, did much himself other than handing that one ball off at the end. So Ferguson may be upset about that and want to take it out on the Bengals.
And he also said he doesn't watch football, Carson Beck.
Yes.
And Ferguson likes watching football.
Yes.
Put them together, Bryce. That's the seeds of a conspiracy.
So is it Ferguson cap?
Yes.
Do I have any Ferguson captain?
Yes. I put Ferguson at a 12-pointer. And
yeah, I could see that.
And I'm getting,
if you have him at 12, you'll get some.
Absolutely. I get 5% Ferguson captain, but you get, with these expensive players, but I just think that Dowdle Brown are just going to do so much. One of them or both of them are going to do so much tonight. Like Dowdle, 100+ yards, a couple of catches, 30 yards receiving. You get the bonus with the 100, 110, and he gets at least one touchdown, if not two.
You talking about Hunter Lepke's stats?
I'm talking about Hunter Lepke's stats, yes. I was going to say, here's the problem. Okay, for the hat, quickly. Where did Hunter Lepke go to college? You guys have to beat the field.
Kansas State.
I'm going to say Iowa.
North Dakota State.
Well, that's a good guess.
North Dakota State.
God.
Bryce saved us. Bryce saved the hat.
Did you really get that?
He got it right. He beat James Azarelli.
He said that, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds right."
Did you actually pull that out of your ass?
No, I thought I kind of knew it. I thought it was one of the Dakotas.
One of the Dakotas.
Good. Yeah.
North Dakota State. He's from Spencer, Wisconsin.
Huh.
Pretty good, Bryce. You saved us some merch. There'll be
Good.
another contest for the end of the show.
Saved the merch.
So, what are your projections then on Dowdle and on Brown right now?
On Brown, I have 20.7. On Dowdle, I have 16.7.
Yeah, about 21, about 17. That's around where I'm at.
Do you have your points going to the receivers then, Bryce?
I mean, it's pretty heavily distributed. The Brown seems super easy. You play Brown, Chase, and T at captain.
Yeah.
If you think Burrow runs one in.
Is McPherson injured?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's Cade
out.
York, LSU native.
Do you think
Cade
he's
York
hurt
was a high
because he
draft
missed
pick
so
in
many
Buffalo,
field
right?
goals?
I think there could be an issue there, but you're not sort of publicly benching your $15 million
franchise
kicker.
kicker.
Well, it's what
I
the
thought
Jets
too.
did with Zerline.
Yeah. So just maybe wrap them up for the end of the season, see if they can win this playoff, get into the play. If they're fully eliminated, he comes back. Which is a narrative tonight. Last night, I just said, you know what? I'm just going to get aggressive in a player pool. I'm going to eliminate guys who I don't think are going to be unoptimal. I eliminated both defenses. A lot of these lower priced schlubs and kickers. Kickers ended up being wrong. I'm not sure Bengals defense probably not worth a play. Cowboys defense can get sporty. They've had 3 defensive touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. I don't think Burrow's going to throw an interception necessarily, but shit can happen.
I don't mind the Bengals defense. 4,000, and you're against a backup quarterback. Zach Martin's out now, or out for the year, or whatever it was. The Cowboys can't really block that well now. I don't see, I know the Bengals suck, but something stupid could happen. I don't mind playing the Bengals defense at 4,000.
I don't mind either defense tonight. They're both going to be, sub 10%? And like both of these quarterbacks, I mean, obviously more rushed than Burrow is like live to do something really stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good price for a Cowboys defense at 3,600, which it's really regardless of scoring. If they can, get 12 points, that's a lot for $3,600.
4,000.
Huh?
But the Bengals are only 4,000. I prefer the Bengals.
Really?
I think it's much more likely that Cooper Rush does something dumb than Burrow. Bryce is right. The Bryce is right.
The price is right.
This might be the first positive Joe Burrow show that you've ever had.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Well, I mean, they're going to score, and he's underpriced.
But they're going to lose by 3 again.
Right.
That's right. That's what he doesn't like about him.
It's like the opposite of the Chiefs. They'll win by 3
he
no
is
matter
the
what.
anti-Mahomes.
You should just be betting Chiefs like point band 1 to 3 each week in spring.
The Chiefs had the exact same score this week as last week, by the way.
How does Dallas beat Cincinnati with field goals? I'm not sure, but Mike McCarthy will try. Brandon Aubrey, I guarantee, is going to be like way overowned.
Well, he's been shitty recently. But
he's been awful recently.
Kicker's expensive, and Ferguson's the same price. And Ferguson probably should outscore Aubrey, you'd think.
I would take Ferguson over both kickers. But.
Yeah. I don't think it's a kicker slate. I mean, then you got Yoshivas down there, too. Did score a touchdown. He's getting more involved. Trent Irwin's gone. They released him. Which leads me to believe that $800 Jermaine Burton might have some play tonight.
You gotta stop with the Jermaine Burton.
No, I'm not stopping. LeVar's kid.
I remember last week
he played 2 snaps last week.
Yeah, now he's going to play 4. He's going to catch 4 touchdowns.
I remember vividly looking at a lineup I had in the main slate either last week or the week before, and it was like the stone nuts with Jermaine Burton with a 0, and I was like, this fucking piece of shit.
He's not that bright. He can't really catch. He does gamble at 1 a.m. in Cincinnati pregame. However, taking those things away, he's not bad. He's reckless.
He's going to go all out during those 2 snaps.
Do you have Jamar Chase as the highest receiver, point-wise?
Yes.
Yeah.
22.
Yeah.
His price is also prohibitively expensive at 11.6 compared to these other guys.
So I'm not getting a lot of captain because I could see a scenario where Chase Brown or Dowd will outscore him.
Yeah, but that's the reason to go in on it because he could also get 55.
Yes.
Especially, dude, if it's a losing script, if they're like down and Burrow's chucking, like Chase could get so many. Like,
my question, Mark, my question to you is: are you playing any Joe Burrow captain?
No, not with this many skill players.
Good call.
I would fade him on DraftKings. FanDuel, I'll have him.
Yeah, FanDuel, yeah, but DK. You're looking at Chase, Lamb, Chase, Higgins, Dowdle, and I think you could probably cut it off there.
Yeah, my question is whether to include Ferguson in that.
I think you've got to include one cheaper guy. It's like the kicker last night. I mean, there
will be one expensive guy that gets like 35 and blows it up.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
Yeah. Where then you wouldn't need a cheaper captain because there's 22-point separation.
Like a 0, would beat out the cheaper captain. Yeah,
I think it's those 5 captains, and I think Chase Brown's going to be like the chalkiest one.
Yes, I would rather play Hunter Lipke at utility than play Ferguson at captain.
Dowdle, Brown, Lamb, Higgins, Chase.
I'm going to artificially increase Chase.
Disseminate Joe Brown.
If you don't increase Chase, you're just not going to get enough tonight.
I'm going Chase and Lamb. I'm going to manually jack to the top.
Well, here's the thing.
At the same time.
At the same time,
I think these projections are too low on Chase. I mean, just based on his props. I mean,
I
it's
agree.
like 7 for 82, and he's minus 150 to score. That's about as good as you're going to see for a receiver.
He's a 21 before he starts the game. 786 point. 781. That's 21.
Yeah, I don't think they're factoring enough into the 2 and 3 touchdown upside here on the projection.
Yeah. Brown guaranteed 1 to 2 touchdowns. Lamb guaranteed a touchdown, 1+. And then some ding dong tight end or Higgins.
Higgins' projection is a little high to me because of how well he's been playing, but I don't know. Higgins is also playing for a contract, so he.
I like Zeke. I mean, you're getting a slight discount. I think he'll be. I think my 3 highest owned captains are going to be, Chase, Lamb, and then like a slight tier down to Dowdle and T.
The one really expensive guy you could consider going down on is CD Lamb.
I'm not doing it. I'm not going down on CD Lamb.
I will. You can jack up Jamar Chase and I'll go down on CD Lamb.
Perfect.
Only because Cooper Rush seems to spread it out more. Cooper Rush may suck, and CD Lamb seems to have quit.
CD Lamb definitely quit, but he's also good, and the Bengals defense does not cover people.
Right. He's also the second most expensive captain, right? Jamar Chase is expensive. 17-4, kids.
But, when you got Hunter Lepke down there, I don't know. It's you don't really need the salary.
Okay, I'm going to go to my Plymouth Rock settings. Tell me
how much Hunter Lepke you're getting. I want to hear that.
I have 10% Hunter Lepke.
Dude, I'm like I know that we joke and I like to joke at Tony about it, but like I'm gonna play the shit out of Hunter Lepke today.
You're gonna need a $400 loser, and it's gonna be Lepke.
What's the most Lepke you would have before you cut it off?
15%.
Like 35%.
No way. Really?
Yeah. Right now, I've got it.
Mark goes
now.
like dummy on these cheap guys. If you needed one, there's not.
I always go, dude. Lepke and Zeke right now, I'm like all about it. Like Lepke, Zeke, I'm getting like they're in like over half my lineups, like combined.
I think the $800 price difference is going to be really important, and
it might.
Zeke is like negative points.
So Lepke's 10-1 to score a touchdown. If he scores a touchdown, he's optimal. So I think you should play at least 10%.
Yeah.
And
Zeke
is plus 450 to score.
Zeke.
I'd probably
Bryce
go.
May have won $300,000 earlier this season off of Ezekiel Elliott.
Yes.
I did, and CD Lamb, and Isaac Guerrero, who ended up screwing me yesterday because I didn't lock him. But
hey, we had Guerrero and we had Charbonnet in our course.
We did all have.
So did everyone on the face of the planet.
We did also have AOC in our course, which ended up not being great.
I played Josh Allen on FanDuel.
Allen on FanDuel, yeah.
AOC did not work out.
Brock Bowers.
Yes,
we'll go down on him together.
Getting air casted is never a positive thing.
Brady McFootball, you got your flask mailed to you on the left coast.
He's out there on the left coast.
Shipping and handling paid.
Where they play Hully Gully football out there in Eugene.
I think we could run a conspiracy theory on Brady McFootball. I'm just telling you right now. I learned a lot about him.
You learned a lot about him by learning his address.
And there's of course, I looked up everyone's house on Google Maps. Every single one. You
seem like the type of guy that likes Google Earth, whatever it is.
Yes,
so you can see the whole compound.
What are you drinking?
Saturday morning, went through everyone's
water.
What kind of water is that?
Is that like the water they get you at the football stadium?
No.
Mountain Valley.
Shit.
Okay.
I always drink Mountain Valley.
I got Walmart brand.
And eat salami. Like Pep.
Oh my God. Yes.
Like
just load up
before Mangone.
Load up before prison, Bryce. Salami and fine water.
Yeah, I mean, my breakfast / lunch today was literally just that. And
have you seen the TikToks? There's a guy who he looks just like the shooter, and he has the same outfit, except he's like flamboyantly gay. And they put him, like going around the city, and people like looking at him weird.
It's a grown man's lunchable.
You guys aren't into crypto Twitter, but for anyone out there who is,
I blocked crypto Twitter.
Gainsey's probably the funniest person on crypto Twitter, and he's like this Jewish dude who was in Israel during it, and the shooter looks exactly like him, and he was just beating down conspiracy theories for like a whole week.
The shooter is all of us, as we've, he looks like all of us. He is all of us.
But he is.
Is that metaphorical?
Mangone. Yes.
Okay. But it is actually named Mangone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Mangione, but it's close enough.
Who's the
It's
worst?
one letter off. It's an extra I.
By the way, there's no way Mangone's actual name is not Mangione, and it's been changed.
I know. Oh yeah. No.
Yeah.
There's no man.
His grandfather was like, I'm not. It's like a Guy Fieri situation.
I'm done with the I.
It's Guy Fieri situation in reverse.
No, it's like when you immigrate to the U.S. It's like most people change their name to something slightly less Italian sounding. Like my grandmother's was Spinoza, changed from like Spinazzola.
Yeah, I think Mangone's ancestors were just ahead of the curve here, and they knew generations forward that it would be a stained name, so he took out the I back in the 1800s.
So and also he pronounces it Mangone instead of Mangoni, which is weird to me, but whatever.
Who is the worst expensive or high-owned play? I think this one's easy.
Well, yeah, it's CeeDee Lamb, but I'm playing that motherfucker.
No, not CeeDee Lamb. I think.
Oh, Cooks.
Yes, correct. I'm getting no Cooks right now in flex. That's an 8-pointer. He's too much. He's too much.
I got 1 out of 150. Him and Yoshivas are bad plays.
Gesicki is expensive too, but sometimes he gets touchdowns.
Gesicki, I'm also getting like 0.
I'm getting like no Gesicki. The cheap guy I'm getting a lot here that we haven't discussed is Tolbert.
Yes, Tolbert I'm getting a lot.
I am getting 31% Jalen Tolbert at a 7-point projection.
I've got 50.
That's because we're all
your lineups are Hunter Lemke and Jalen Tolbert.
And Zeke.
Well, Mark's bet here is that
you have 3 running backs in your team. You have
someone's going to score 35. If someone scores 35, you're going to need a cheap player.
I absolutely will have lineups that have Dowdle, Zeke, and Lepke, all 3.
Oh, I think Dowdle's an absolute mortal block.
What are it is the non-zero chance they all score. They could all score.
Absolutely. Yes.
So why not? People be like, "Oh, I don't want to play all 3 running backs together." Why?
It's like the Detroit thing, but they're not expensive.
Right.
And obviously nowhere near as good, but like
you
can play Gibbs and Montgomery together.
But you're playing the Bengals. They cannot stop the run. They can't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Any team playing the Bengals becomes Detroit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any Dallas D and Turpin. I'm
getting 17% Turpin.
We discussed Dallas D. I'm not getting much Turpin, but I think I need to bump him.
I put him to 6.
Running backs, baby.
I put him to 6, Bryce, and I'm getting 17%. I have the Cowboys at 8.
I don't mind that.
Mingo might be a bad price. Khalil Herbert is bad.
I think that Mingo's an idiot, and they don't put him on the field.
Khalil Herbert's bad for that price. Albeit he had a 17-yard run. He could get
I found the best tweet of all time.
Okay. Thoughts on Hudson? Andrew Caldwell, another friend of Mark's, another Andrew friend of Mark's. Here's the thing with the tight ends for Burrow. There's 5 tight ends on this team. 3 of them actually get a decent amount of catches. Gesicki, Hudson, and Sample all in play. That's a very confusing part tonight because Hudson can get a touchdown. Sample could get a touchdown. Gesicki could get one.
I mean, even if they score, they're not like guaranteed to be like if Gesicki scores, he's not guaranteed to be optimal.
Yeah, he's too expensive.
Unless he gets like Hudson and Sample will get max 2 catches. So if a touchdown,
if Gesicki gets like 5
points.
for 40 and a touchdown, he's probably optimal.
That's what I'm saying. I think.
Well, Hudson and Sample, the issue is they're more expensive than Zeke, and Zeke is higher floor and higher ceiling. Did you?
I got
just snap at somebody.
Come here, I'll show you. I got. Hang on a second.
Is this his UPS driver?
Did he snap at the OnlyFans driver?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, it's a dog.
Nathan brought in his dog. It's Daisy.
Daisy's way better behaved than Mateo.
It's a therapy dog. She's trained. That's also the UPS driver. Yeah. Okay, we've been through the best cheap plays or the most owned cheap plays. I mean, I think some of these secondary tight ends for the Bengals, they're just never going to hit the field, right? I mean, you can put them in one lineup, but you're wasting it. Like McLaughlin, I never heard of Grandy before. He's a $200 tight end
until Will Dissly breaks his leg or whatever the fuck happened, and Stone Spart looks like prime Antonio Gates out there.
Yeah, they've got 5 though. All 3 would have to break their leg.
I was like, why has he not been playing this guy? He looked good.
I had a touchdown score parlay that had everything hit except for James Cook, and they score 42 points, and James Cook doesn't even see the field. What was up with that?
It worked.
9 tush pushes.
The tush push with that big motherfucker every time.
I mean, I would tush push Allen every time.
It's true.
Okay. Captain pool then. We know our captain pool. We got 5 captains, likely, maybe Ferguson a 6th. Most likely a
7.
Why did you just do Lemke first touchdown? Let's do that.
Okay.
He's gonna have it on the site.
I can't wait, Mark, until our pick 6, and we have to. I'll let you do the Lemke prop.
Then I'm going under.
You asshole.
No, I jokes aside, I think Lemke's a great play in flex today.
Is JC drinking water out of a straw?
Yeah.
It's a Arby's straw.
No, I received this as a gift from my mother.
Yeah,
at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, jerseys from DeAndre Jordan and Derwin James. Our third one. Yeah.
Does Derwin James? DeAndre Jordan doesn't wear 23, but Derwin James might wear 23.
Yeah, DeAndre Jordan. We checked that. You can't wear Jordan 23. That would be bold.
That would be bold.
And behind that, behind the DeAndre Jordan jersey is a portal.
Baldur's Gate.
It's Baldur's Gate. We will go down that portal together at some point, but not now. Right now, we're hiding all of Bryce's weaponry from the cops.
I do have a gun in my house.
I was going to say, I remember
it is not like
this whole thing where Bryce was going to get a gun and he didn't know what to get, and like he was like shopping and like asking everybody for advice on what gun to get.
Yeah, I have a bunch of friends who are like gun nuts, so I just got the one he suggested, and I asked Cam if it was the right one. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay, I probably got the right one.
Cam is the first person I would ask.
Correct.
Then you shouldn't be afraid to ride the snake. Ride the snake.
All right, Ride the Snake rules are simple. They're simple. They're brought to you by DraftKings. DraftKings will do the pick 6 here in a second. Don't let me forget that. We'll do a hockey prop as well. No dupes, no eye contact, no making fun of, no outs, no provisionals, no kickers. That's the rules. Today we start with Bryce, and then we'll go clockwise. Captain number 1 for Bryce. We get 3. No, let's do. We'll do 5 for the people. 5. 15 captains, all unique.
Jamar Chase.
CD.
Clockwise. Wait, it's clockwise. I go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Dowdle.
CD. And then Jamar Chase.
I'm gonna go Brown.
Chase.
Next one.
Just all Chase.
Okay. I'll go Chase.
Which
Bryce.
Chase? Which Chase?
Both.
Chase Adkins.
Okay. I'm going with Chase Brown. And then
Yeah, clarify that, Bryce. Is it Jamar, or is there Brown in there?
It's Jamar Brown, Jamar.
okay.
Jamar Brown, Chase.
And
Classic.
so 4th, I'll go with Higgins.
Okay. I'm going to go Higgins. Mark. Bryce. 2 more.
Chase's cousin.
Okay. Last.
Chase's brother.
I'm going to go Burrow over Lamb. No, it's fucking stupid. I got to go Lamb.
Yeah, and then Dowdle at the end for me.
Okay. All right. JBC, Lamb, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, Higgins, and Dowdle. No dupes here for me. Dowdle, Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, Higgins, and Lamb. Bryce, Chase, and Chase. And one of them may be Chase Brown.
How come we didn't fucking dupe and Bryce did?
I don't know. I think he leans on us heavily because he's
Bullshit, dude.
he's
You know
nervous
this-
about his
Me
consequences.
and Wiley both didn't dupe. And you did.
No.
There are multiple Chases. How's that a dupe?
That's true. Pick 6 time. Load up on pick 6. This time we're hitting 5 and 6. We can't the problem with our last game was Detroit Green Bay. We try to do unders. That's tough.
We tried
an under
to do
game here
unders
is
in a
tough.
turbo over game.
All right, pick 6. DKNG.co/RPS. Use code RPS. You get $5. Put $5 in, get $50 out. Hit 6 to 6, 40 to 1 sometimes, 30 to 1, 5 to 6, pays 10 to 1. Paid 10 to 1. Our last one we hit 5 to 6. We did not play one on Thursday, unfortunately. We will play one today. Mark, open it up.
Igor Shesterkin over 24.5 saves.
I think it's a waste of money to spend that much money on a goalie, by the way. I think there's a lot of parity in this league with
Only the
goalies.
most important player on the team.
That's the problem with the New York Rangers. They're
I mean,
soft.
every team.
Yeah. JBC, are you in jail?
Maybe. Okay,
Not yet.
so my actual NFL first
Yes.
will be
I
Cooper
don't
Rush.
think there's a
Cooper Rush under 238.5 passing yards.
okay. Mine is easy. Dowdle over 68.5 rushing yards. You can lock that. Triple exit. Bryce.
I'm just going to choose a Dowdle prop. I'm going to go over Jamar Chase, 84.5.
Okay. Let's see. Let's do some touchdowns here. There's only one touchdown prop.
Yeah, they only had Dowdle.
Because all the other ones are so fucking juiced up that because they know there's going to be a zillion.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's like all the Cincy guys are like
Right,
not
you
plus
can't
money
make a
scored.
50-50
Dowdle's
prop
like
on
the
it.
only one that's like a 50.
Gesicki over 2.5 receptions. He'll have at least 4, in my opinion. Go ahead, Bryce. Mark.
Let's see. I'm going with Deron Bland over 3.5 solo tackles.
We've never done a defense.
Deron.
Over 3.5
He's going to
tackles.
be getting beat down the field, and he'll tackle him.
Over 3.5?
Yeah.
Okay. Trey Hendrickson over 0.25 sacks.
That was my next pick.
Yep. Bryce? No, max 6. I'm sorry, we're done. All right, here it is. I love
Are you
this
sorry?
one.
Are you sorry?
I'm sorry. I don't love the Cooper Rush under because it scares me because it's the Bengals.
They're going to run, dude.
Okay. Then you have Cooper Rush under 238.5. Dowdle over 68.5 yards rushing. Lock it. Jamar Chase over 84.5 yards receiving. Gesicki over 2.5 receptions. Bland over 3.5 solo tackles. Trey Hendrickson over 1/4 sack. Easy. Done. Lock it. Tyler Lockett. That's it.
Free Luigi and Mangone.
Yes. Travis Mangione.
Travis Mangione, cousin of Luigi.
We should change his name in Discord to Travis Mangione.
Mangione. With his picture. With Luigi's picture.
We did it. Until Thursday. Was today Thursday? What's Thursday's game, boys?
The Rams are playing San Francisco.
Oh, that'll be a banger.
Oh, that's
too.
fun.
That'll be fun.
Oh, wait, we didn't talk about tonight the Simpsons game.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be watching the Simpsons one, right?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what
Oh,
you're talking
the
about.
whole game, all the players are turned into Simpsons characters, and AI makes them run around like they're on at
Oh, so you can watch that version of it.
Yes.
On what channel?
I think it's on. I don't know.
Fox?
I'll look it up.
That's actually kind of rad.
They
I know.
have cast this week, so it's not ESPN2. I think it's like the last week of Manning Cast. So maybe they're trying out stuff to replace Manning Cast.
Fuck the Manning cast. I'm watching the Simpsons one.
Exactly.
Manning Cast.
Loser.
Classic.